I can do it.
Yeah, you go ahead. Ooh, we got a nice little volume over there. Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
Like this video if you also like seltzer or sparkling water.
Mahalia.
I'm Gina.
And welcome to the 10-3 podcast. Happy New Year, guys.
Happy Lunar New Year.
What does that mean?
Okay, so I think the Lunar New Year has to do with like the moon's revolutions around whatever.
Yeah.
But it just happened on February 1st and yeah. I didn't do all the research. I just know it's popping up everywhere.
Oh, okay, got it.
But you know, Happy Year of the Tiger, I think.
That's Chinese culture, right?
It looks like a lot of Asian countries follow it.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of people posting about it.
Oh, by the way, we're eating this episode. Popcorn.
Yeah. Popcorn. It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold now.
Why is it cold, Molly?
Oh, yeah, because you popped it before we actually started.
I popped it too early.
That's my bad. I should have thought about that too, but it's still good.
It is still good.
It's just plain.
Doesn't taste as fresh.
Just plain butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like my popcorn a little warm. Hit me a little. Kick me around. I'm kidding.
Why just go so low? So the recording volume like went super low. It sounds like it's picking it up. So.
What's the topic?
Well, I was first gonna ask you, how are you?
Oh.
How are you doing? Because it's the first recording of the year.
Have we even seen each other this year?
Oh shoot! I
don't think we haven't seen each other since last year.
Like literally, it's already February while we were trying to recording this. Yeah.
Wait.
Hey guys, this is Editing Mahalia, currently in the process of editing, and I just realized when we put this little snippet into the video, I already published this, and yet YouTube went ahead and gave us a copyright claim. So I'm gonna go ahead and, remove the actual audio from this, even though I think we had some interesting comments about this, but I still want you to enjoy, these very energetic choreography skills, which we later talk about in this episode. Yeah. So I guess this is the perfect time for you to go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and comment on her dancing skills, or even guess what's the song that she's listening to. I'm pretty sure you have a good idea already, but let's just have some fun with it and go ahead and guess what dancing skills. Oh, not dancing skills. I mean, what song she's dancing to. See, editing Mahalia is a lot more chaotic than on the podcast Mahalia. Anyways, Gina, I know you enjoyed this part. Sorry we couldn't play it. I actually went ahead and published it and they canceled it on me. Sorry. Okay, we're almost back. So like this video. Okay, guys, thank you. You guys are awesome. Keep on liking, keep on sharing. You guys are awesome. More things to come this year. Bye.
Every time we come back, I've gone deeper into this hole.
You realize that now, bro?
Every time we come back. When at first I was like, yeah, a little thing about BTS. A little thing more about BTS. Yeah, I went to California. Yeah. I'm gonna just start talking in Korean and it's gonna be like, Gina, calm down.
Wait, she's Canadian?
Yeah. People be coming from all over the world to be K-pop.
Her nationality is Canadian. So,
but
are her both of her parents Asian? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
That's why she look different. I can always pick up when someone's not actually like from there, because they look there's just little differences in their face.
Yeah.
And
like they're mixed with something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's interesting. Now I know where I heard that from. It's from my sister. And there and those weird like things those young tweens be doing, like with those games and the video thingies. I don't even know if you even know what I'm talking about. I don't even know how it is.
I posted a TikTok with this one.
But yeah, she'll be liking that. It's in the background, guys. You can't see it, but yeah.
So, you know me. I've been getting deeper in the whole spending time with myself.
Yeah, back to how you doing. Yeah, go ahead and talk about that.
Yeah, I've been allowing myself to enjoy the things that I enjoy. You know,
i.e.
K-pop. Yeah. When you get to my age.
We'll get to that, but go ahead.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, I think about things sometimes, like, even, like, the way I dress and stuff, and I'm like, I wish I had known myself more in high school or middle school.
Bro! You
like,
and me both.
I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm so comfortable with who I am. Like,
yep.
Excuse me. Woo. And I'm like, really, I'm different. I'm a mixture of a lot of stuff, but that's what makes me.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with it and I accept it. Like, it's not embarrassing for me. Like, some of my students found my Instagram, and I now post, like, covers of the K-pop songs that I learned. I post the dance covers. And they were like, we were like walking for fitness or whatever, and they're like, yeah, miss, we found your Instagram. Like, you dance really well. You're really good. Like, it's, and I'm glad, like, they're seeing me. I'm not embarrassed by it. It's something that I like. I like to do it.
And you're also saying that, like, probably high school you, if something like that similar happened, you would have been like, oh my god.
I would have been mortified. I'd been like, oh my gosh, people can see me. It's like, yeah, it's online, dude. I can see you. But
no
like,
one can find you, bro.
And I think it's funny because, like, my any social media I had from when I was young is very, very, very private and locked. But anything from when I'm older is more open, and I don't mind it. Like, if people say something, I'm not mortified by it. But like, when Facebook does the, like, memories and, like, what you posted 6 years ago,
oh my gosh,
I'm like, who let me near a computer? I was putting up the weirdest stuff, but I'm just happy to be, like, comfortable in myself and with all the things that I like. I speak up about things that make me uncomfortable. I don't hold, not that I don't hold back exactly, but, like, I'm gonna speak up, and I like that about myself instead of just dealing with things
and just letting things pass you by. Yeah.
So I've just been doing that, taking days off to go drive 2 hours, spending time at my favorite cafe, Paris Morning Bakery. It has many locations, even one in Bogota, Colombia. So.
Oh, Colombia?
Yeah.
How'd they end up there?
I don't know, but who knows? With how popular Encanto is, maybe we gotta take a trip to Colombia.
Oh yeah, Encanto.
Encanto's big.
Bro, I'm sorry. Like, I got my family obsessed with that. Like, as soon as it came to Disney Plus, I heard about it, and TikTok got me on that a little bit, and I finally watched. I'm like, I understand now.
I'm pretty sure Aviana watches it, like, at least twice every day.
Aww.
It's so funny. She loves it. I like it too. I love Surface Pressure. Such a good song. So relatable.
I honestly, ooh, this is gross. I spit it out. Sorry. But I honestly almost cried the first time I heard that song. That's very sad. That's very telling.
Your sister's stronger.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm just doing me, enjoying my life, working, but not letting, or trying not to. I feel like during the week work overtakes me, but then on the weekends I, like, shut it off so hard.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was good stuff. But that's how I've been. How have you been?
I've been pretty good. I don't know, the last time we spoke to y'all didn't know that I started a certification class. So when I'm done, hopefully by, like, July, I'll have, like, a numerous amount of certifications so I can end up being, like, an IT administrator. So kind of IT support / like IT support, like, manager type thing of a section, or like of IT support at a company or whatever. So hopefully that works out. What else? Also, since, I don't know if I talk a lot of church stuff, but a lot of church stuff has been happening. We actually planned, like, for the youth stuff. We're starting this Sunday, so that's fun. What else? That's about it. I've literally been doing, like, work in church, in school. Like, literally all back, like, when I was younger. Oh, I don't want to always be stuck in church, but yeah, I'm right back where I was. Just do church, school, and
But are you
work.
happy?
I'm pretty content, yeah. It's a lot, like, it's crazy and stuff, and, like, sometimes it feels like
certain things go on top of each other unexpectedly, but I'm really happy where I am. Yeah. So that's good too. Honestly, that is good too. The past, like, I just literally came to epiphany the past couple weeks ago that, like, I am, like, you were kind of saying too, I'm very comfortable in my body and who I am. Like, those times, like, I was so confused. Like, it's weird, like, how it is to be a girl, how it is to be, like, I don't know, tomboy or whatever you want to call it, my identity, all that kind of stuff, where I was really struggling with it. But the past couple of years, I've gone, like, more confident in who I am and, like, how I feel. Like, yeah, I'm very comfortable in what I'm wearing, but if I also wanted to wear a dress, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean that, quote unquote, back in the day I was a tomboy. That still doesn't mean I can't wear a dress. I don't even use those labels anymore. I'm just Mahalia, you know. Sometimes I feel like wearing, you know, jeans and my Nikes, like right now. And then sometimes I like wearing a nice dress and some boots or something like that, and just more flowy, you know. So nothing's wrong with that.
I like it because, like, I remember, but also there's a lot of differences between, like, when you're younger and when you're older, and you get to make, like, your own decisions.
Yeah, that's a big part of
whatever
that too.
you want.
Yeah, that's a big
like,
part of that too. Yeah.
I think a lot of, like, how I dressed was influenced by that, and I feel like now it reflects more of my personality, but at the same time, I don't think I've changed that much. I think for the most part, I like the same things, but now it, like, reflects in everything about me.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because my sisters will say that. They're like, I feel like you just became more you once you went into, well, I guess once this started being more evident when I went into my first year of college. So, it's like, I've always been this way, but, like, now everybody can plainly see it. Like, I am
this way. Yeah.
I am a girly girl. I'm a girly girl. I'm very feminine. Even when I dress down, I look nicer than most people on their worst day.
That's definitely me. That's exactly what we're kind of talking about. Like, I am still a girl, and I'm okay with that. When I be dressing up a little bit, I still be kind of looking like I'm a little somewhat uncomfortable, but I feel good about it. If that makes sense.
I'll be like,
so
I remember my someone had started working at our at my job, and they were like, oh, like, they came in on a Friday, and they're like, why didn't anyone tell me that Fridays are casual? I was like, couldn't you tell? And they looked at me, and they're like, you're literally wearing a dress. I was like, this is me dressing down. What are you talking about? But I dress how I feel. Like, today is Thursday, and I felt like being comfortable. I wore this to work.
Yeah, that's good too.
It's like, it is what it is. But it's nice. It's nice. Plus, I felt like I went through a weird phase of, like, not having, like, normal everyday clothes. I was either, like, really nice workout clothes. That was it. There was nothing. And I was just like,
not really any in between or something.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Like, but yeah.
Was that the first couple times when you were first going super hard at working out?
No, that was. I mean, kind of, but yeah, but no. But it was like that was around the bank time though, where all my clothes was like very businessy.
Oh yeah, okay.
So,
got it.
And it's funny because, like, now I feel like there's ways I could have made it work, but I didn't. I was just, like, still
this
very...
is like, yeah.
Yeah, whereas now it's like,
Excuse
yeah, I'm wearing a pink jean jacket.
You have a pink jean jacket? Oh. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yesterday we did, one of our coworkers, was her birthday, and she likes pink, like me. Mm-hmm. So we all wore pink, and the fit was nice. The fit's always nice, but the fit was nice.
Are you talking about your fit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, Gina.
I'm always on that.
Yeah. And you had the little... You gotta send me some of the pictures so that people can see.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I had worn one of my Hello Kitty masks.
You just showed me.
But this one...
Yeah.
That was just a random, like, what'd I say? Oh, yeah, this is from this morning because I had to go to work an hour early, so I didn't get to eat breakfast at home, which I like to eat at home. I don't like to eat at work. And this whole week I've been eating lunch in a meeting or at my desk. And then today I had to go in early, so I had a breakfast at my desk. And I was very upset about it.
Oh.
So that sure was. But, yeah.
What's the dress code?
It's like business casual. And then on Fridays you can wear jeans. But I kind of wear jeans when I feel like it. Which isn't, honestly, it's not often. But still.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I kind of like, if I feel like wearing this today, this is what I'm wearing. So it like moves around.
I feel like I don't have to change that much of how I wear, but I definitely gotta buy some more nicer stuff. I don't be caring.
But your dress code's gonna be different because you're only gonna be doing the like kids aspect.
Oh, you're right.
Mine is part office aspect, so they want you to be.
What
like,
would I be wearing? I probably couldn't wear this pants though. I know that, but
I don't think Quayla would mind, but it depends. I don't know. I don't think they mind. Cause I like to think that when we dress and we're in front of the kids, we're showing them like how to dress, how we dress,
and a little bit of our personality too, right?
Yeah, and how it's like this is you can dress like this, you can still be yourself and still
okay.
Cute. So we'll see.
That was a side note. Okay, but first thing, because we were talking about a little bit off camera. Rihanna is pregnant, y'all. She's pregnant. And Gina had thoughts. I was just like, oh,
how are you gonna
okay.
have a baby and not try? I'm kidding.
I feel like that's half of the internet right now.
I would just like to say, if you also have been waiting for an album, I know Queen Riri, she owes us nothing, but still, like, I
heard a YouTuber say like this gives us even more reason as to why she's probably not gonna drop that album. More reasons / excuses.
Like you know what? Let's be honest. This is her being like, yo, I'm retired.
Yeah, I don't even know.
She could be like, you know what? That's it for me. Auntie was it. I'm done.
Leave on a high note, you know.
And it's not like that's the only thing she does. Music is not her only thing. She's a businesswoman. So you know,
that's been going really good for her too.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna like go buy Fenty products and be putting on my makeup and crying and be like, work. That used to be my alarm for work.
Have you used any of her products?
Not like any that I haven't bought any myself, but they've been used on me. Her stuff it's really high quality. It's really good.
Okay.
I just don't usually shop at Sephora. That's the only thing.
Yeah, that'd be a little expensive for me.
Yes.
I just started getting into makeup, so I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I usually
crazy.
go to Ulta.
I ain't going like crazy. Ulta's good. Oh, okay.
I like Ulta. Sephora's good too. Don't get me wrong. It's just more expensive, more high end stuff. It has more high end stuff. Ulta kind of has a mix, so you know
you can figure out which one you wanna. Yeah, I should go to Ulta. Yeah, see PREGGERS.
And you can do drugstore places too. Like it's just what you're looking for. But yeah, she's having a baby. Everyone who is being bad gals with Rihanna, you know, what is this saying? is she telling us? Settle down. But who knows? It could be like Beyonce. Beyonce got married, had children, and she's still a baddie. So
she's going into a new phase.
New phase, new chapter. You know. But congratulations, Rihanna. Good job. You know, A$AP Rocky. He's not one of the rough-looking rappers. So good job. Hey, I'm being serious. Don't laugh. I'm just saying. You know. So. Oh my gosh! Did you hear about Nick Cannon?
What about Nick Cannon? Oh, great.
Didn't he have, like, another baby? After the one before, like, lost a baby?
Really?
And they're different females?
I'm not surprised, though. But really? He really just went through a traumatic...
They're just the black people news right now.
Yeah, what? Are you serious? Wait, is this real? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and happy Black History Month, y'all.
Yeah.
I said happy Lunar New Year. I didn't say happy Black History Month. That's so crazy. I'm so sorry. Yeah. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nick Cannon apologizes for causing extra pain to mothers of his kids when announcing 8th baby. And then 2 days ago it says, Nick Cannon says his... how do you say it? How come I can't read it?
Celibacy journey.
Began after conceiving 8th child.
Now he's going celibacy? After number 8, you going...
Get out of here. The door. The door.
I just can't... I could say something. I'm not going to say something, but... Moving on.
Really?
Moving on.
Like, after the fact, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
I was wilding out there. Like, you think? I thought you at least take a breather.
Insecure did its final.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying, I don't know his relationship with the past baby moms, but I thought y'all would at least, like, take a moment to heal. No. Depending on how you guys feel on each other, maybe even try to have another kid after that. Something like that. Or just be like, you know what? I'm not gonna be having kids for at least like this year or something weird like that. But what is going on, bro?
Moving on.
That was
Insecure and Blackish had their final seasons.
Oh yeah.
I think Insecure had its final episode and everything. Like they wrapped. Like Issa Rae had posted a thing, Amanda Seales had posted a thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
For Blackish, they had the stars posting like their journey, and they were showing the clips of when the kids auditioned. I was like, oh man, this was so tight. It was it's like bittersweet though, because I remember that Blackish came out when I first was like, I was like a senior, I think, in high school. If not a senior in high school, like just starting college.
How long?
Yeah, it's been a while. Because I remember like we were living here, and I would like go watch that, and I'd watch How to Get Away with Murder. That was like, and it's funny because all that was in the early phases of me like watching a lot of movies, watching a lot of TV shows, really getting into that stuff. Whereas now I'm not. I'm not as much into that stuff, but it was like, it felt like, wow, it's really coming to an end. So I started watching Blackish again because it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
And I'm still considering getting HBO Max to go watch Insecure. I had watched the first season.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, do you watch Insecure?
Yeah, I watched the first season. And I really like Insecure because I've had my eye on Issa Rae since her YouTube days.
I think you're the one that introduced me to her.
I loved her so. I was like, this one. And when I saw her pop up on TV, I was like, what? Like, when I say this woman is Black girl inspiration, she is amazing, and it's been awesome to like watch her. Like, she's always been shining. As far as I'm concerned, even if everyone couldn't see it, she's always been shining.
Yeah.
But yeah, those. Do you watch Black?
I don't watch either one of those. So I gotta catch up, bro, because like Blackish is on Hulu, and I used to have HBO Max, but because I'm broke, I got rid of it. But I'll bring it back for Issa. I'll figure out a way to get it back for Issa. I gotta watch the show. There's like 5 seasons, right?
Yeah.
So,
but Blackish I like because I feel like I love shows that say what Black people are thinking.
Oh yeah.
And I love that. I think it was the first episode when the son, his name is Andre. And he goes, Dad, I want everyone to start calling me Andy now. And he goes, Andy? And then he wanted a bar mitzvah. And they're like, what? No. And I think it's an interesting conversation to have of, you know, older Black people having to go through like certain struggles and things like that.
Yeah.
And then now this younger, newer generation is like a little, it's more merged.
Yeah.
And so it was just, I thought it was interesting, and I like the things that are brought up in it. And I just, when I watch it, I'm like, yup, And
I
then,
know this.
What's the name of the creator of that show?
Kenya something.
Yeah. He also had made that other show on Netflix that kind of flopped, but it was essentially the same thing. Blackish, but like
with
richer.
him in it,
Yeah, with him in it and richer. Like, that one, I could see it, but also was like, this is a little pretentious.
I think that was kind of the idea. I guess as Black people get more and more like not popularity, but become more successful and stuff like that. There are gonna be bougie Black people that don't know.
I believe it.
They're not in touch with reality, you know.
Tony, bougie Black person.
Tony who?
Isn't that her name from Girlfriends?
Oh yeah, Tony. Tony. She's super bougie.
And I'd also like to take this time, you know, especially during this month of February, to remind everyone that Soul is not in fact a Black story.
Ooh, wow.
I'm not pulling any punches. This Black History Month, no, Soul is not a Black story.
Please expand on that, because I don't even know if I have anything else to say. Go ahead, yeah.
So, okay, Soul is a Pixar. It's Pixar.
Yeah, Pixar.
Yeah, it's a Pixar movie, and it's basically about this middle school band teacher who has always dreamed of being a jazz musician. You know,
voiced by Jamie Foxx, who I really love.
Voiced by Jamie Foxx, yes. And then, you know, he gets into, like, he has a little accident, and basically he dies, and you spend part of the movie, like, with just, like, his little blue soul, right?
Yeah.
Then he meets this other soul, but it's a soul that hasn't been to Earth yet, called 22.
Yeah.
They get into something and he's trying to go back. Something happens and they end up back on Earth, but he's in the body of a cat, and she, played by Tina Fey, or it, I guess technically, is in his body. Now, despite being a black person, he's in a cat, so the black man's not even playing the black man anymore. And then he, the soul 22 is inside of his body, going through his day and stuff like that, experiencing black life and black culture. But it's not a black story, because the story basically centers around 22. At the end of the day, that story wasn't even really about the main character.
Ooh, I never.
It was about 22.
Yeah.
So you take the black man and pretend it's about him, but really it's not. And also there's like really no real conclusion. It's very ambiguous. And then you put the white woman in his body to make everybody comfortable with the fact that this story revolves around a black man. By the way, we don't even spend the whole story like in his black body. Part of it was spent just as them being little blue things with all these other blue things and stuff with vague outlines and making jokes about questioning life after, life before. All this, it had cute little jokes, but it wasn't a black story.
That's a good point.
It wasn't a black story.
I just thought about that because like they were all like being glad that they finally have a black lead or whatever in a Pixar movie. But the more and more, like, how many minutes have you actually spent with Jamie Foxx, the black actor, actually being the black person? Like, I don't think I think it's just the beginning.
And they did the same thing with Princess and the Frog. They spent like the whole movie as frogs. Yeah. Why can't we be black people as black people in the whole black time?
The whole black time.
The whole black time. It's not a black story.
Yeah.
It's not a black story. Don't try and be like, take it out of the celebrate black stories part, please and thank you. It's not a black story. Disney.
It was on Disney Plus like that?
Yes, and I've tweeted it multiple times, and it was so funny because my tweet like went a little mini viral, and people were like, this person missed the point. First of all, you lucky that there's children that view this, because no, I didn't miss the point.
Bro.
And it was so funny because people were like, no, I get it. The other thing that I said about that movie was like, thank you for making it look like being a middle school band director is that bad of a job. Thank you. Support the arts. I listen, despite it all, I can't say I enjoyed the movie, I didn't. But I did have moments where I laughed. Like,
did we watch it together?
I watched it like 4 times. Because I watched it 2 times with music classes when I was subbing. And
you just threw it on there?
I was like, you guys want to watch a movie or want to watch... Yeah, when I would go, I'd be like, you guys want to watch Disney Plus? And we'd watch something.
Oh, okay.
And the part that made me laugh the most, and it still makes me, like, I think this is so funny. So, like, obviously a body can't have 2 souls, right? It can only have 1.
Yeah.
So when they get, like, thrown back into Earth, and he ends up in the cat's body, it's like, wait, but where's Mr. I think his name was like Whiskers or Mr. Mittens?
Yeah.
And all you see is the cat going up the stairway to heaven, and it's like, he's like, meow. I was like, bro, whoever wrote that line, quality.
The timing and everything.
I was like, what?
I remember we were laughing when we watched that part.
I love it. That's my favorite part. And after that, I don't even care for the rest of the movie. But yeah.
That's a good point. I never thought about that until you said, and that was the best place to, to share your thoughts, on Twitter. Someone's always gonna like, not
people are like, no, you don't. And then other people are like,
it.
yo, yeah, you're right. And it's like, if you're saying that, you don't understand black struggle, you don't understand black history, and you don't understand black future or black present. Okay? Because this is the reality of the thing. Like, and then don't pull the whole, well, if he stays black or if you only make it black people, it's not relatable. Well, every single time it's a white main character, guess what? It's not relatable to me.
Tell him.
Because I'm black.
Tell him.
This is the skin I've been in.
How long have we been watching or even supporting movies like that?
My hair does not fall in waves. I don't. Well, okay, sometimes apparently I turn red, but that's neither here nor there.
What?
Like, if I get embarrassed enough, you can see on my face that I'm like flushed, and I was like, what? That's kind of really bad. So
probably not like you're red, but like you cannot obviously.
You can. It's like because your face looks warmer with the red tone.
Oh yeah.
So
right,
it like it's visible, and I was like, oh, that's awkward. But anyways, that like no, okay. So let's not use the whole well, it wouldn't be relatable, because guess what?
We've been dealing with that.
We've been dealing with it forever. If you're not white and the main character's been white, then I guess it's never been relatable. Just saying. Also, you know, apply as needed. Eat the fish, not the bones. I don't know.
Wait, what saying is that?
Don't tell me. Try to tell me like, oh, it's not applicable to me. I can't. Okay, it's not for you then. And you know that's the other thing. Some things not for you.
Ooh.
I'm dropping gems. You know it's Black History Month.
Yeah, it's Black History Month. Just drop the gems for them, Gina. Just drop the gems for them.
This accidentally became Gina's controversial thoughts on everything.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm probably just gonna say, what are we talking
Black
about?
History Month.
Yeah, Black History Month. Yeah, it's pregnant Black History Month. I don't know.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
What's the other controversial Black History thought you got?
Malcolm X wasn't wrong and he wasn't bad, nor was he the opposite of Martin Luther King.
Ooh.
He wasn't. Same goal, same mindset, different approaches, but not opposite.
Oh.
I remember reading about how they said, and Dr. King did it this way, nice and peaceful, while Malcolm did it this way. That's why people didn't follow Malcolm X. We only have free breakfast inside programs in this U.S., like in the country, because of the Black Panther Party.
That is.
And they tried to make it look like they were so scary. Why? But just because you guys were scared about black people having arms? Or being armed? Just tell me. I don't need it. Like, it's always the white fragility for me. It's always the white fragility for me. You guys have to remember, I took a lot of diversity courses. Plus, I read up a lot about, like, the history of America and the history of, like, different stuff. So, like, I have a lot, like, I just, like, keep it in. But it's there.
Yeah, when you have your moments, you let it out, like, right now.
I judge every time I see a company and I'm like, ooh, all the upper management looks a little pasty. I judge. You don't even have a Hispanic in there? Come on, y'all. Throw a little, what's it called, sazon?
Something in there.
Something in there. You don't have a little, what's it called? It starts with an A. Adobo?
Adobo?
You can't even throw a little adobo in there. Like, it don't even have to be black. I just need to see something.
Yeah, something, bro. Show me something, bro.
Something. If it keeps getting higher and higher up the ladder and I still don't see no seasoning, something's wrong.
Yeah, all those years being existing, there's nobody in the POC community.
And you in a POC community?
Yeah.
Something's not adding up. The math ain't mapping. Also, like, the other thing about that, though, is, so, going back to the whole, it's not relatable. Say you are white and your passion is in, like, humanity, helping others, philanthropy. Like, you want to go out and you want to help people. So you start an organization to help people who are in need. I'm not saying that only people of color are in need. There are people who are not people of color who are in need. But I'm just saying.
I've heard plenty of jokes of how white trash people are worse than black poor people. Sorry, I had to make it a little bit funny. But go back to what you're saying.
Like, you start. But think about it. You only know your own perspective. You can't know my struggles because you never had to go through it. You never went through, and this is something that actually happened to me. You call on the phone for a job interview, set it up, then you show up in person and they go, oh, you're black?
Wow. I still can't believe that actually happened when you told me that.
Yeah, it happened to me a lot. When I was working in St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh.
Just letting y'all know. Where was it? The part of Florida where it's considered the South. Yeah, I didn't forget. I will not forget. Like, you said it's not relatable for it to be me, but then you need to bring me into the picture so that I can share my story, help you understand like what to bring in.
Yeah.
if you're not from it, you haven't experienced it, you haven't lived it, you really can't give as much as you need to give. You need to open the door and let the people.
Yeah, you're always going to be limited in
exactly.
what you can do, yeah.
Like, think about how, no offense, trash of a movie Black Panther would have been if they didn't have costume designers who were doing their research.
Ooh.
They would have put some nasty, like, generic tribal print on them. No meaning.
Yeah.
Just being insulting.
Or some Americanized version of Africa or something.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Like, it would have been bad.
They definitely would have took an L, bro. Oh, that would have been the biggest L.
Like.
Oh, yeah. You got something else you're going to say? Because you just said Black Panther. Do you know about the Recast T'Challa movement?
They finally did it?
They haven't done it. But what are your thoughts on it? Because I know at first, we were talking about it a while back, you're very like, not like, oh, no, but you're just like,
I don't want it, but I get it. Like, I totally get it. Mm-hmm. But I don't want it.
You don't want it still?
I don't want it still. Like, it's... Sorry, I got distracted by the TV.
No, yeah, you're very distracted.
It's just that Chadwick was just such a great... He's a great Black Panther, but also the first.
Yeah. He's a great person, period.
And yeah, he was a great person. And honestly, even if they don't recast him now, let's say 10 years, 15 years down the line, they decide to remake it. Someone new is going to play him, regardless of if he was living.
Yeah.
Rest his soul. But, you know, if they do end up recasting him, you know, I'm going to still watch it. I'm going to still support because Black people. But... I mean, I personally, I'm not about it. If they ask me, like, oh, okay, it comes down to Gina. Should we recast? No.
Oh, you just say no?
No. Figure out a way to move the story along and not have him in it anymore.
Okay.
Of course, that being said, in the comics, after T'Challa, it's pretty much downhill for Wakanda, so.
Without him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, for me, I was okay if they didn't recast him or we didn't see T'Challa in this next movie. I was just annoyed at the fact that they basically said, like, at least as far as I know, ever. Because as of right now, I don't think Marvel has any plans to reboot anytime soon. So where would we even see him if it's not going to be now? So I don't know.
I mean, they didn't even plan for it to be as... If they had known how successful that movie would have been, there would have been so much more done.
Yeah,
there would have been so much more done. They would have been asking for so much more... but they didn't think.
Another thing that kind of got on my nerves is from what I've heard and from the people that I follow is that in in Black Panther 2, which is Wakanda Forever, they plan to have some kind of ceremony thing for T'Challa because he technically passes away or something like that. And I kind of don't really agree with that at all because they're kind of blending in the fictional with the real stuff. And I know, especially like for people
they probably
like...
did it for the actors.
Yeah, that's true too, but...
So for closure? Because I've noticed a lot of things do that.
Yeah, but that would be a reason as to why you would just delay the movie or not even talk about that character or even have anything about that character in the next movie. You at least be like... passing thing like,
didn't they have it like
T'Challa's not here, he's still at that mission or whatever, and then you just do about other characters.
You're right.
But then also for like people like you, I remember when it actually happened, like seeing that might be triggering. You know what I mean? And the fact that you're just meshing things that happen in real life with the fiction, like it can be very...
It took me 2 years to be able to handle anything with him in it. Like
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
I have not cried harder or gone through a harder, like, grief period than I did for Chadwick Boseman. And even, like, saying his name still, I'm not even gonna lie, it still hurts. But at the same time, like, I know I didn't personally know him, but, like, a lot of the people who did, like, personally know him, who were working in the movie, said that it was not refreshing, but it was good for them. Like, they felt like this is good.
Yeah.
This works. Like, and maybe it was also done, you know, to help them move on.
Yeah, I understand that.
Kind of like when, I just forgot his name. From Glee, Finn. What was his real name? Matt
Corey something.
Corey Monty.
Yeah.
Monty? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was so shocked when he died. But like the episode they did, they had Finn die in the show. The actors were really crying, like they were really struggling with moving on, and that was their like little okay, we let him go, but I don't know. Like I said, I like that idea though of like being like just being like, oh, he not here right now.
Yeah, until we figure out a way to still like have respect for Chadwick and what he started, but also like move the story forward, And
you know what? I think honestly, he would have been like, recast me.
That's what I'm saying
like,
too.
Give someone else the spotlight.
He really saw, like I've heard interviews and I've seen a couple of things like people even talking about him. I was close to him. He always saw this thing bigger than himself. Mm-hmm. And for me, I also saw that he didn't really see himself as just an actor. What's the word? Like kind of more like an artist per se. And so like what he was doing like was starting a movement and stuff, and how he saw how big this impacted the community and stuff. And so I really do believe too as well, like he would have wanted that, like of course out of respect, nothing mentioning the character in big ways in the next movie, but I think that was Marvel kind of acted in an emotional state to say they're not ever going to recast him at all, when they did that. And also, like, if you want to go more businessy, like, there's not that many up and coming, like, really, when you become a Marvel lead actor, you be getting up there. And as far as I know, we don't really have one for any black actors, actresses
yet. They gotta find them.
Yeah, and they need to have that.
And
so
that's
that
what
loses,
that is. That's the boosting.
Exactly. That
he set it up to boost someone else up.
That definitely loses the opportunity for someone else of color to have that high status, like RDJ or Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth, like that, and they're all males. And ScarJo, she's there too, but she had her own issues. But still, like, there's not a lot of people like they're mostly just white males that have that.
And ScarJo, who's everything.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get into that this month, but maybe Asian and Pacific Islander month will be like.
Oh yeah, we can talk about
Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, the trials of ScarJo. That sounds like a good title. But yeah, she be always be getting this stuff. But yeah, like that's definitely like a missed opportunity on their part to kind of like, like you're respecting him in that sense, but at the same time you're not really for me, I think they're going against his wishes and how he saw this whole Black Panther thing being more of a movement and beyond him and what he was doing within the role, So, yeah. It's tricky, bro. It is tricky. I can understand. Like,
I get it. But honestly, like, I think from a business aspect and what Chadwick would have wanted, definitely he would have been like, you know what? I want someone else to take over. Even if he had lived and he just couldn't do the role anymore. Yeah. I feel like he would have been like, all right, let's go. Let's go look for people. Let's go to Howard. Let's go look at some HBCU. Let's check out those theater programs.
He probably would have even done that too, yeah.
He would have been announcing it. Hey. But he would have been on there. He would have been putting on his Instagram like, hey, you know what? We want to find the next Black Panther. Could be you. And he'd be going out there. He'd be out there. He was such a great guy. And but I believe he would have been like, nah, recast. Let's go. And he'd help find them just to prove a point. He's always been about uplifting, and I love that so much. My inspiration.
R.I.P. to the great Chadwick Boseman, man. Anything else that you want to say?
You know what movie I saw recently?
Oh, what?
The Harder They Fall on Netflix.
You saw it?
Oh my goodness!
Your thoughts?
Oh my goodness!
Did you see my snaps on it when I talked about it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just started kind of getting back on Snap.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh! First of all, there was a scene that I like filmed it because I was gonna put it up on Snap and I was like, oh, let me put it on TikTok. Then I just ended up not sharing it at all. But the part where they go rob the white bank.
Yes.
I'm not even gonna talk about the set. Like there was so much great stuff about it, but they went
so
to
much
go
like
rob the bank
and like
and the girl goes, I'd like to make a withdrawal, and the lady starts laughing, but not the first lady who starts laughing. You know what? I respect you. Be racist up to my face. I respect that. I'll take that. Yeah. But the other lady was like, oh. Nothing. It triggered me that I turned it back 4 times and watched it, and I was
Yeah,
like,
did she really? Yeah, did she really? Okay.
this one right there. The fake. They don't actually care. They don't actually care. You're a bully. You're mean. Oh, I was so upset. But it was so beautifully done. So I was in love. I love it. I love watching full black casts.
Yes.
It is
oh
so
my gosh.
beautiful. And I love watching full black cast, and I love watching movies about black people that isn't only about slavery. We get it.
Yes, we get it.
Also, I posted this on my Instagram on the first day of February, and I will say it again. The whole slave trade and all that is not black history, it's white history.
Ooh.
It is not our only history. Y'all act like it started with them taking us out of Africa. No, we were here before that. It did not start with that. We were kings, we were queens, okay? We were running things. We were living, we were thriving. White people are lazy.
Yeah, we were doing our own thing just fine over there, bruh.
We were fine. They were like, oh, they were savages before us. You guys didn't even bathe before us, okay? Y'all didn't even bathe before us.
started out the Native Americans, bro. Like, you literally be like,
you didn't even season your food before us.
Exactly. Get out of here.
Don't.
The door. Just get out of here.
Okay, don't, no, okay? So just remember that this Black History Month, that slavery is white history. Okay? Alright. And no more slave movies. It happened. It did. We all know that it happened.
Yeah.
We all have the trauma to prove that it happened.
We still have some of the effects of that today. It happened.
2022 and I'm still feeling it. Alright?
Yeah, we get it.
We don't need any more slave movies.
We get it.
And y'all be so happy to get into that, Mama say it with the hearty R. No! No more!
Tarantino
Okay?
looking at you.
Looking at you.
I'm not gonna lie, I like Django Unchained, but after a while I'm like, he didn't
Too
have to say all
much.
that. Yeah,
Too
he didn't have to say
much.
all that.
Alright? There are other stories you can make. It don't have to just be that.
Yeah.
We don't have to be, and they were carted off into the ships, and they were jumping over into the sea, and they were being whipped, shuck the corn, pick the cotton. Oh, my fingers are bleeding. I'm done. I'm tired. I don't want to see it anymore. Okay? You can take a story, a normal story, even a bland, no offense, Hallmark movie, and just replace a lot of the actors with people of color.
I'd love to see that. Just
Okay.
a basic one. I'd be watching Hallmark, especially during
Be like,
Valentine's
oh
Day
my goodness.
and
But you know,
Christmas.
don't make it like, too.
Too much.
Make it believable. So you're gonna have to, guess what? Hire some people of color to write the script.
Exactly.
All right?
Because again, you're limited in your point of view.
Exactly. It's limited. And you know what? We're limited too. I don't know all the great struggles of being white. Trust me though, I have more. No,
I thought you were gonna say something else, like something like I'm a different kind of black when it comes to this kind of black person. I don't understand, but you just said the whites.
Listen, there's a struggle. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get canceled.
Gina, come on, we're in, bro. We got no clothes and
This
shoes
is the
up.
last thing I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I know that. First of all, don't tell me reverse racism. No,
Bruh, don't be giving me that.
But I will say,
We don't encourage that. We don't be doing that in this podcast.
As a black woman, I acknowledge that I'm seen as aggressive, right? Mm-hmm. But that also is my power. Because I know ain't no white woman gonna come mess with me. You got your white tears, I got my black stare. Don't try it.
That is true.
And I will say what I need to say, and I will not lower myself or soften myself to deal with you. You getting it. You getting it. You getting me. So you better make sure you're on my level, or you better get out of my face. There's no, okay, well, I'm around white people, let me temper myself. No. The same way I talk around everyone. This is me. I think I don't have enough hood in my voice, but I was raised in the suburbs.
Yeah.
I was raised in the suburbs.
Trying to do no code switching no more.
I don't need a code switch.
We tired of that, bro.
I don't need a code switch. If you can't take me the way that I am, I don't soften myself up, lower myself, calm myself. No. This is Gina. She was raised in the suburbs, but she also is a black person. So she got to deal with certain struggles. and she has to carry certain trauma.
Period.
Every time someone gets shot in the news, oh, please don't let it be a colored person.
Yeah.
This is stuff that I have to deal. I know you're not sitting at home thinking that if you're not a POC. You're not thinking that. I don't have to worry about how I look. I don't have to worry about, like, if I was white. I wouldn't have to worry about that stuff. Wearing a hood, being looked at suspicious, being talked to in a certain tone. Don't talk down to me either. Don't talk down to anybody.
I don't be liking that.
Disrespectful.
People actually be doing that to me sometimes.
Somebody at my job did it to someone, and she lucky
take.
she didn't do it to me. She would have messed with the right one.
Doing a double take is like...
Because I deserve to be here just as much as you. I was born here too. I know all my rights, and I know what you can and cannot do to me. So don't test me. Because I'm one of those weirdos that reads all the laws. Well... what a wonderful episode today. I hope everybody had a great time here. If you're uncomfortable, check your privilege.
Oh.
Okay. Now, we're done. We're done. But last question.
Okay.
Is Jamaican food better than Haitian food?
Oh, you saw that? Bro, I saw that tweet. I didn't even respond to under that because I saw it on Instagram though. I didn't even respond. I just read the comments.
The comments are crazy.
On that one Instagram page for Haitians and stuff, bruh. I don't even know where some of those Jamaicans came out on that Haitian page. But anyway, it was a Jamaican that made that statement.
Yeah,
and I was like,
Jamaican.
as I started reading the comments, the argument was that when it comes to seasoning and the variety of food, Haitians got the dub. When it comes to meat, like the oxtails, the curry and stuff like that, Jamaicans got it.
Yeah. Jamaicans got it. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm sorry, but nobody can get Jamaicans on oxtail and curry. Like, nope.
I actually low-key agree with that.
I agree.
I haven't had that much of Jamaican food when it comes to like rice and stuff like that, but I've definitely had like the meats and stuff, and I definitely like the flavoring, the tasting of it, a lot more. So
that was important. I think that was the most important part of this entire thing. I think that was the most important part of this entire thing. This was our Black History Month episode. You didn't sign up for this, but you got a lesson.
Hey. We always be learning here. I actually learned a lot today, so that's fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. And we
comment below Haitian food or Jamaican.
Yeah, Haitian food or Jamaican food.
Haitian food or Jamaican food.
All right.
There's no wrong answer.
Is there? Is there really? All right, guys. We out of here. Bye.
Bye.